Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video, I will explain you a moral based poem from NCERT English Literature textbook, First Flight, Grade 10. The title of the poem is Animals and the poet's name is Walt Whitman. The poet himself is the speaker in this poem. He is one of the most prominent American poets. He is known as the poet of democracy. Children, in brief, first of all, I am going to discuss the outlines of this poem. Then explanation will be done line by line. The poem Animals shows the contrast between the animals world and the world of human being. And it shows that animals are superior to human being. The poet thinks that animals are calm, relaxed and self-satisfied, while human beings are selfish, false and discontented. The poet Walt Whitman is extremely impressed with the animals' behavior and wishes to turn away from the depressing world of human beings and stay forever with animals. The poet thinks that animals are better than human beings. Now children, let us begin the poem line by line. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-content. The poet Walt Whitman is highly impressed with the behavior of animals. That is why he wishes to turn away from the depressing world of human beings and live with animals forever. The poet describes that animals are calm and self-satisfied, while human beings are selfish and dissatisfied. The poet finds the world of animals is better than that of human beings. Children, in these lines, mention two new words. The first one is placid, which means peaceful, and the second one is self-content, which means self-satisfied. Okay, now the next line. I stand and look at them long and long. They don't sweat and whine about their condition. They don't lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. They don't make me sick discussing their duty to God. Viewers, in these lines, two new words have been mentioned. The first one is sweat, which means work, and the second one is whine, which means complain. The poet says that while standing for a long time near the jungle, he has keenly observed that animals neither complain nor cry out their condition. They don't cry out loudly about their condition. They are happy and satisfied in all the conditions. The poet conveys the messages for us that we should also remain happy and self-satisfied in all the conditions. We should be satisfied with what we have. Further, the poet says that animals never stay awake at the night and weep for the sin they committed. They never spend sleepless night in repentance of their wrongdoings. The poet has also mentioned that animals never discuss the good work done by them in the name of God. They never make the poet sick discussing their duty while human beings do. Now children, the next lines. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. The poet has used a poetic divide in this line, that is alliteration, which means repetition of consonant sounds. In this line, you see repetition of n sound in mania and owning. Children, some new words have been mentioned here. Let us know the meaning of those words. The first one is demented, which means behaving in a crazy way, and the second one is mania, which means mental illness due to great excitement. Now explanation. The poet says that no animal is dissatisfied. They are fully satisfied with what they have. While on the other hand, human beings behave in a crazy way to possess more and more worldly things. They try to possess more and more luxurious things. They are mad to possess those worldly things. However, animals don't do it. They are fully satisfied with what they have. Okay, children? Now the next line. Not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. So they show their relations to me and I accept them. The poet says that in the animals world, no one is respectable or unhappy. No one is superior or inferior in the world of animals. They never bend down on both the knees in front of their ancestors who lived thousands of years ago. All animals are alike. The poet says that because of animals' equality and self satisfaction, they are far better than human beings. Animals shows true relationships with others, and the poet accepts it. Now, the next line. They bring me token of myself. They avenge them plainly in their possession. I wonder where they get those tokens. Did I pass that way huge time ago and negligently drop them? Now, children, we should know the meanings of some new words mentioned in these lines. The first one is token, which means here good characteristic or qualities such as peace, equality, kindness, and self-satisfaction that animals still have preserved. Okay, now the next one is evince, which means show or express the quality. Now explanation, children. In these lines, the poet says that animals have got the sense of equality, self-respect, satisfaction, and peace. And these qualities are seen in their possession. Inside the animals, the token of those qualities are present. And the poet is very much surprised as to where the animals got those qualities. He asks himself whether he has carelessly dropped the tokens of good qualities long ago where animals live. The poet means to say that what the good qualities human being had in past, nowadays those have been possessed by animals. The poet has used no meter or rhyme in this poetry. He has created poetic device through free-flowing rhymes of lines. Mainly he has used alliteration in some of the lines as the mania of owing things. The mania of owing things. Here you see the repetition of consonant sound N, and see in another line, they don't lie awake in the dark. They don't lie awake in the dark. Here repetition of K sound in the words awake and dark. I hope you must have understood the poem nicely. Thank you viewers for watching my video. Please like, subscribe and share my video. Have a nice day.